So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match.
And the shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Calafiori, Martinelli, looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Defending of the desperate variety. He's had... Oh, it's hit the post! Vitinha, Lee Kang-in, and Doué. That ball looks a good one. He's in space and looking for options. Rice. Martinelli. Martinelli is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Doué.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Calafiori tries to get it clear. Supremasi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It'll be a throw-in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Fabian Ruiz. Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Dembele could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Supremasi. Calafiori. And it's Rice. Supremasi. Now White. Saliba. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stood up well to him there. Gabriel. He's found the way through. Doué! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Martinelli. Tries to play it through. Half an hour played now. Supremasi played out wide. Doué. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Supremasi calmly anticipates. Ødegaard. And it's White. Now it's Saka. Kvaratskhelia looking understandably energised after his goal. Vitinha. Spread out to the left. Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hernandez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gabriel. Calafiori. That's a good run down the left. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task to do it.
Calafiori. Martinelli. And it's Rice. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Duel. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
White.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rice. And here's the chance to counter. Calafiori in acres of space out wide. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Calafiori. And Gabriel. Saliba. And it's Zubimendi. Saka. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Calafiori. Trossard. Now that looks a decent ball. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
820.
He shifted it to the flank. Now the delivery, header! Distributed tidily. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Rice. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
For Paris Saint-Germain, number 14, Desiree Doué. Coming on the field is number 49.
Gets a good foot in there. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Merino. Now Subimendi. Rice. Calafiori. And here's Trossard. Mbaye. Gabriel. Now Saliba. And it's White. Saka. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kvaratskhelia. Rice. Trossard. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well, they could break here. Trossard! And that could have brought them level.
Trossard is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Lee Canyon. Coming on the field, number 29.
João Neves.
Number 87.
And Hakimi.
João Neves.
Mbaye. Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Subimendi. Calafiori. And here's Trossard. And he's picked it up out wide.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. There's the shot! Goes for the shot! Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. And it's Ruiz. That's a good ball out wide.
200 minutes has been indicated.
He's had it taken off him. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Vitinha. That is a great pick out. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the way the